You got to have a laugh with these guys. This is part of living here. Yeah, I'll just turn this camera around on myself. Part of living in this crazy country is, how do I put it? Because things can really annoy you. And many things can piss you off. They do me. So how do you live here? Well, you've got to find a way. You find a way. All individuals find a way to live here amongst the craziness and the logic or lack of there too. And I find for me joining in, getting involved, and not so much to understand, but just getting involved where the little things that annoy me don't so much. I'm always having a yarn here, so I'll move out of the way because I'm in his way now. And I was just asked the question a half an hour ago by Andy. You asked me, the subject was raised on how, well, where do you go to live? What other country would you go to live if things here piss you off? Well, things piss you off everywhere. Things piss me off in the country that I left behind for a better life. I didn't run away from it. I ran towards something better, to live on my terms, my way, to do what I want, when I want, how I want, and where I want. So how do I make it work here? And that's the big question us foreigners always ask of ourselves. I've met several that just give in. You know, they give in to the shit. They settle for second best, and they settle for second best in themselves to make it work. So they tolerate, they put up with. You know, I'm not going to do that. But how do I'm still faced with the question and the reality of how do I make it work for myself. So I get involved with on site like this, helping out. The bicycle, as far as the traffic here is, you know, it's nuts. And I just go out into it now. And I understand it better by riding around in it. I understand it better. I don't change it. I can't change it. I don't want to change it. I see the nuttiness on how they go about things, and quite often I come up with the conclusion that everything's reduced down to the idiot factor and the theory of chaos. Chaos rules here, but it rules in such a way that all action is reduced to the most basic level of it working. So everyone's doing the same thing. Right or wrong, could many things be done a better way? Yes, they could. And many more people would know where they stand or with regard to vehicular movement in the traffic. But that ain't going to happen because of cultural logic and things like that. So getting involved, the noise of schools, roosters, dogs, karaoke, building sites like this, all of these things are hard to live with on a daily basis. And the best answer really is don't lock into something to where you are. Don't invest in it. I'm not telling people what to do, but these are rules that I stick to, I adhere to. I'm not here to get married. I'm not here to get into a relationship. Those things will lock you in, and you end up tolerating and settling. And then what are you doing? You're doing the same thing you could be doing somewhere else, just probably in a better place. So that's okay. I won't invest. I won't drop $1 here on anything, because everything changes. Everything changes, and so do we as people. So do I. I'm changing all the time, which is a relatively new concept for my way of thinking. And it's quite a good way of thinking, that everything around me is changing and so am I. So there's no point in getting hung up. And this is where we try to make things work. You know, we settle for second best, be it in a job or where we live or something, people, and we try to make it work and we try to make it stay the same. so that we can manage our life to degrees of shittiness or good. We try to make it work, and I've come to realise that trying to make something work, there's no point, because everything changes. We have no control over anything, Gene, do we? Can't control anything except how to react. And therein lies also the conclusion to my travels, is how do I react and manage to the things around that piss me off, stress me out, annoy me. I'm human just like anyone else, but I see it coming and I'm a lot more aware of it, which I'm aware of myself. So that's how I manage. I get involved, I ride around on the bike, I walk around at night in the dark, I go onto building sites, and I move around slowly in the community. I move slowly. I don't get taxis anywhere. I mostly ride the bicycle because I can stay on point a lot more, and I can see things happening as it happens, and I can stop and observe or join in. And I believe that's called the rhythm of life. So I've become a part of the rhythm of life, and that's how I manage. All the things that are out there that upset me, I remove myself from them. Conversations, there's an unending amount of people here that if you want to sit in, you can join in on the same old vast old bullshit of politics and how bad this place is or that. Those conversations where everyone's looking for validation, I just get up and walk away now as soon as I smell it. And that's another way of managing, is keeping it simple and less effective upon me then. How did we get to that conversation? Well, the great thing is with my mode of travelling is that as things change, so do I. And that's another thing about nothing stays the same, is that I've found that by gathering new information or new data or seeing something or learning something new, the ability to change your mind, change the direction in which you're heading or thinking or what you're doing. Think of it as if you have a business is running at a certain speed, and all of a sudden you become aware of new information. What do? Make a change. Travelling is the same. Make a change for your benefit. Elon Musk is really good at that. I take my hat off to that guy. Don't give a shit about all the criticisms he gathers. It's not important whether he's the richest man on earth or not. It's his mind, and it's the way he analyses and thinks critically. I think he's got an IQ of around 150, 160. What I like about him is one of the quotes that he made about, as he gets new information, he has the ability to change direction. Boom, bang. And that's how you make a success of the life that you have. Not a success of life, but a success of the life that you have. And I'm enjoying that freedom here. As I learn more things, I learn more about myself. So I make changes. That's a wonderful place to be in life at my age. I'm 68 this year. Samui Tam, in the local language. And I hope to make Mottram, Mottram, that's 100. I'm looking for Mottram. And if Dick Van Dyke can do it, so can I. So making changes, life's really, I've got it down to a fairly simple thing at the moment. The last few months were a bit difficult. Malaysia, that didn't work for me. I was way out of my rhythm there. I didn't like that at all. And it took me two or 3 months to sort that one out up here. I was very unsettled. Got out of my groove, as I've mentioned. Well, I'm back in it now, back in my groove, but it's a new groove. And part of it is staying positioned so that as things around me change, so can I.